You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411, featuring the week's roundup of fashion news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
Here's our song.
Yeah.
Fashion. Fashion. Ooh, fashion. We are the Dude Squad and we're coming to town.
What? All right.
Go listen to the guitar riff.
Okay. Hello, everyone out there. If you are tuning in, you know what? It's got to be Fashion Friday. Right here at Black Hollywood Live. These are your girls from Fashion 411. We got some new fashion content for you today. So let's everybody go around the room and introduce themselves. I'll start across the table with the two girls that are freezing cold. I'm the only one that's not cold in the studio today.
It's 100 degrees outside, but like 45 in here. All right, guys, I am your host, Erika Vieira, and I am go-to girl for all things business and fashion.
What's up, everybody? I'm your co-host, Courtney Stewart, and I'm your go-to girl for all things related to shoes and nails because those are my fashion obsession.
Those are her things. And she's the one who's really cold right now in the studio.
I'm so cold. I don't know why.
But you got fabulous nails.
Thank you.
And I'm your
Neon.
girl, Diona Vaughan. I'm your former New York City fashion merchandiser, buyer, blah, blah, blah. But then I got tired of it. So I said, let me come on over to LA and talk to you guys about fashion. All right. So this week, I have to say I kept it a little personal because lately I've been doing a lot of online shopping.
Wedding shopping?
Well, you know what? I'm planning a wedding, everyone, but I should be doing some wedding stuff.
Yeah.
But I've been doing a lot of online shopping. I said, you know what? Let me share my obsessions
some new finds.
with you guys this week. So my latest fashion obsession, or at least like where to shop, first up is myhabit.com. Have you guys ever gone to myhabit.com?
I have not.
Okay, myhabit.com is one of those fashion flash sites. So basically you find, there's sales and they last for 72 hours or 3 days or a week or whatever. And myhabit.com is actually owned by Amazon.com. And so
They
first,
own everything.
I know they own
what do
everything.
they not own?
But it's like an amazing site. They've got men's, women's, home, children. And like I recently just purchased a handbag. The same handbag I got on myhabit.com, it's in Bloomingdale's right now for half the price. I got it on My Habit. I mean, just it's by Joelle Hawkins. Hold on. I'll hold it up.
Pull the bag up.
Pull the bag up.
Oh, that's fun.
That is gorgeous.
I mean, you would be shocked to see what you can find on some of these flash sites.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think it's like last year's things or old inventory, but it's not. Like, it's new. It's a lot of the stuff that you're finding at, regular prices at like Bloomingdale's or whatever.
Well, Haute Look got bought out by Nordstroms.
Yes, Haute Look
Yes.
is
And
owned
so
by
a lot of the
Nordstroms.
same stuff that you find at the rack actually is on Nordstroms. I mean, I'm sorry, it's
It's
on
on Haute Look.
Yeah.
So I love me some myhabit.com and their customer service. I'm a big customer service person.
me
Like
too.
I'm a sucker for just people who just go the extra mile. Their customer service is amazing. I also bought this pair of Ash sneakers. Wrong
I love
size.
Ash.
They
Very
sent
cool.
me a new pair back before I even sent out the return.
Awesome.
Like, so just that's my first shopping obsession online. My next one, it's called therealreal.com. Now, this site, it's a consignment site, okay? So you can find like Louis Vuitton, you can find Hermes, you can find Chanel, and it's consignment. So it's a flash site, so it's only available for
I've
2-3
used that
days.
site before. I like
but
it.
I got myself a little vintage something a couple weeks ago from The Real Real. And again, great customer service, easy to use. And then, you could subscribe and they send you emails when the sales start. And then another site that I've been doing a lot of shopping.
Yeah.
I told y'all.
Apparently. I'm like, I didn't
No.
hang out with you.
It's because I work from home a lot too, so I'm constantly on the computer. So like when
Yeah,
I get
sure.
bored, you know. All right, have you guys heard of 6pm.com?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I've been on
Oh
that website for a long
Yes.
time.
God, I love
One of my
6pm.com. And here's one thing that I do. Here's my trick. So I was looking for some shoes
Yeah.
for some event. Ivanka Trump, have you guys ever
Yes.
tried her
Yeah.
stuff before?
I have tried some.
Well, everything, her whole entire line for shoes at least, it's on 6pm.com. So I went into Macy's because sometimes you're not sure how things are going to fit you.
Yeah.
Went into Macy's that has the same exact shoes, same collection. So I tried them on at Macy's, made sure they fit, and then I went and got them on 6pm.com for half the price. So these are lots of little tips
And
and,
they're
tricks.
owned by Zappos.
Yes, they are. They are. So just these are lots of things you can do to save a little money. You're doing it straight from home. You're saving a little time. And trust me, I've used
Also,
it and I love it.
Another trick too is if you're in the store and you do see a pair of shoes that you like, Google it and then do the Google shopping. And a lot of times 6pm.com is the one that comes up as the store online that sells that shoe for a lot less expensive.
Love that site because
I
they
do
have
too.
a lot of current stuff. Or even
Yeah.
if you like, there's a shoe that I love and that the manufacturer doesn't make it anymore. Oh, went to 6pm.com. Boom, it's there.
And
it's
they've
there.
got great filtering. So, like, there was a while where I was looking for something very specific. Like, I wanted a black booty, but I wanted with this certain heel height and this and that. So I created this filter, and I literally went onto that site like every couple days and pulled up that search, and finally I was able to find a pair of shoes that I loved.
Love that. I mean, 6pm. Where's my gift card for
Right.
promoting
Throw
you
it out there.
because
We love you.
because I love
I
you.
love them too.
And then finally, my last site that I have to throw out, speaking of filters, just like you said, Erica, is shopstyle.com. Now, ShopStyle, basically, it allows you to go on. You can search by color, by brand. If it's on sale, you can search by store, and it's this huge filtering process. So you can put in, I want a pair of green shoes with blue dots, and it will. You can narrow it down that with that much detail, and boom, it'll tell you like where to find it. What retailers? It's amazing. It's free. You can set up your own little profiles. So sometimes I start with ShopStyle first, depending on like if I'm looking for something that's really obscure, you know. And it's amazing. So I just had to share that with y'all.
I like it a
my
lot.
latest shopping obsession.
Well, right now, for those of you who probably already know, the Nordstrom's anniversary sale is going on right
Yes,
now.
It
honey.
is.
I love doing online shopping for Nordstrom's because it's free shipping both ways. So if it
Yes.
doesn't work out, you can return it back and there's a prepaid shipping label, or you just go to the store and return it to the store.
They
I
will
just
take
love it.
anything back.
They, take
They
anything.
will.
They will take. There's a story floating on
the
around there
tire?
that they took a tire back and they don't sell tires.
Yeah, they don't. Though. I used to work at Nordstrom's.
I did too, back in the day, college.
But they do. They have a great return policy. It's a great store. I love it. All right, so it's my turn with the beauty beats.
Yes.
Beauty,
All right, so
beauty.
with your beauty beat today, I have got the battle of the eyeshadow palettes. So one of the things that is huge right now in makeup are these big collection of eyeshadow palettes, and every cosmetics line has them. So one of the ones that are the most popular, and I think the one that started off the trend, was the Naked palette from Urban Decay, and it still remains to be that classic go-to palette of neutral colors. Here are the pros and cons of the Naked palette if you're in the market for them. The Naked palette has beautiful, unique colors. The con, though, is that there are a lot of shimmery colors. So a lot of people complain about the fact that it flakes a little bit, it's shimmery, it falls on the eyelids. Not to say it's not a good palette. It's a beautiful palette with beautiful colors. The pigmentation is really, really nice, really buttery, really soft. But people complain about the shimmer. There's so much shimmer. And it's a little on the pricey side. It's $55, I believe. A competitor to the Naked palette, and one that, in my opinion, and when you do some research online and you go online to the YouTube and all those beauty bloggers, seems to be a more popular version, is the Lorac Pro palette. And the Lorac Pro palette
really good.
is an excellent palette, and it has a larger number of colors, and they have mattes and shimmers.
And it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper. It's a little bit cheaper. It's in the $40-something range. So if you're in the market for one of these, I definitely check out, obviously, the classic Naked palette from Urban Decay, but the Lorac Pro palette is a great alternative and a little bit less expensive, and it has more of those matte shades.
In my opinion, I think the Lorac palette is a little bit better for brown girls.
people.
For brown people.
I second that
Because
motion.
I've tried the Urban Decay one, and I just felt like the colors were ashy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
they just
ashy.
didn't. But the Lorac one, fabulous.
Well, and on the Lorac news, they just came out with the Lorac Pro Palette 2. So, yes. So it's basically kind of what the Naked did. So with the Naked palette with Urban Decay, they had Naked 1 and Naked 2, and then they have Naked 3. Naked 2 are cool colors, whereas Naked 1 are warm colors. Naked 3 actually are all rose gold, rosy type of colors. So Lorac Pro is kind of taking that same direction, and now it has their Lorac Pro 2, which are cool colors. And it's a beautiful palette. I'm like really considering getting that palette. It's around the $40-something range, and it has that same really beautiful consistency and pigmentation of the Lorac palette.
And they sell it at Ulta, and you
They
can use
do.
that coupon.
No, you can't use a coupon on the...
You can't?
not
Oh,
on
darn.
the Lorac stuff, no.
Boo.
Boo. But another contender, and this is a makeup palette that I just got, I'm actually wearing it today, is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And the Chocolate Bar palette has same thing, a lot of neutral and shimmer shades, and it's definitely more in the kind of chocolate tone. So really beautiful shades of browns and neutrals.
Are you wearing it now?
I am.
All right, close your
Yeah.
eyes for
Close my
everybody.
eyes. Yes.
How many colors are on your lid right now?
Just 3,
I was
I
gonna
think.
say,
looks
yeah.
good.
2,
Yeah,
3.
pretty,
Yeah, I can
and
see the
it's beautiful. I like really thought a lot before, am I going to get this or not? And I decided on getting it. And the other thing with the chocolate bar palette is it smells like cocoa.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
So here are a couple other options for those of you bargainistas. So there is a website, and I've talked about it before. It's called Coastal Scents.
Oh, yes.
And they actually have their own version of the Naked palette, and it's called the Revealed palette, which is about $20. I personally have never used a Revealed palette, but I have used other Coastal Scents eyeshadows, and they're actually surprisingly really beautiful quality, and they actually are really nice shadows. It's hit or miss, but for the most part, they're pretty nice. And they've got their version, which is called the Revealed palette. So you might want to check that out. It's $20. Another thing is to sign up for the Coastal Scents emails, because every now and then they'll do flash sales and everything will be 50% off, or certain things will be 50% off, so you can get that palette for even $10. Another option is Maybelline just actually came out with their own nudes palette of like, I think it's like 12 colors. It just came out within the last couple weeks, so you might want to check that out in your drugstore. The Maybelline's Nudes
Really?
eyeshadow palette, yeah. And then the other thing is you have to order it online, but these are comparable to MAC eyeshadows, and they're the same concept where you can buy the MAC singles and put them into a palette. It's called Makeup Geek, and Makeup Geek is interesting because it's created by a woman who was one of those beauty vloggers. So she started off with a YouTube channel, getting really popular, and then she started her own makeup line. But these eyeshadows, and she has blushes and lipsticks, are really, really nice. They compete comparable with the MAC eyeshadows, and I think they're actually a little bit better, and they're cheaper. They're like half the price. So check out Makeup Geek for eyeshadows.
Oh,
also.
makeupgeek.com?
Yes,
Make a note of
makeupgeek.com.
that.
And that's it for my eyeshadow palettes.
Now I feel like having a
Yes.
makeup party.
I
You know what I mean?
know.
Like
So
just
much
everybody
fun.
brings their stuff and you can kind of test and try like before you commit to
Yeah.
something. Especially when it comes to like you were saying coastal scents, like ordering something. Sometimes you're hesitant to try it,
Yeah.
especially with that shipping cost, even though it is
Well,
inexpensive.
that's what you got us for here, to play around
Exactly.
with it,
And
test
see what
it. And
happens.
I would
know.
suggest Coastal Scents. They're a great option if you're,
have to
especially if
try
you're
that.
on a budget, and you could get so many eyeshadows. And they have a Revealed 1 and a Revealed 2 palette. So yeah, really good option.
love
So
it.
that's my beauty beat for you this week.
What's
Feeling
going on in the
beautiful.
world of style? What's the scoop?
Okay, guys, so I've got your weekly style scoop here. And first up, we've got Beats by Dre here in the fashion world again. So in addition to being crowned the winner of the World Cup, the German soccer team is being presented with 23 pairs of 24-karat gold-dipped Beats Pros headphones.
Wow.
In order to commemorate the gift, Beats tapped Naomi Campbell for a shoot featuring the headgear. And we've got the beautiful photo here, actually, of Naomi wearing those headphones. Make sure that you go on to BHL Fashion 401 on Instagram to take a look at these photos, and you'll be able to see Naomi sporting these gold headphones, also holding a gold soccer ball.
So here's my question: it's like
Wow.
the chicken or the egg. So, like, were these especially made for Germany, or were they already ready to go
I
for
think they're
whoever
already
won?
ready to go. I think
Okay,
they're already going to do this
Okay.
as like a publicity thing, ready
Got
to go
it.
for whoever won.
That's
Could
what I
have
was
been
curious
anybody
about.
who won, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
24K and Naomi looks
I wonder if
fabulous.
I know she looks gorgeous. I wonder if any of those will like end up on eBay or something.
Sure.
I would sign
I
it
would-
and be like, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
or
sure
maybe
they
they'll
will.
auction it off or do something with it, or just keep it. Hey, I got my 24-karat gold headphones. I'm gonna rock them on the airplane. All right, so up next, we've got the legendary Kate Moss has been immensely supportive of her younger sister Lottie's modeling ambitions, offering advice, contacts, and even suggesting that she forego a traditional school setting in order to pursue her modeling career full time. So, what better way to give thanks than to recreate one of Kate's most famous campaigns? Modeling 8 looks, resurrected by Calvin Klein, the younger Moss embodies some of the label's most iconic looks, including Kate's tapered boyfriend jean shoe, as well as the high-waisted skinny jeans, once modeled by Brooke Shields.
Oh wow, nepotism.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great thing.
Beauty runs in that family, that's for sure.
I'm like looking at this, and she's a little bit shorter than Kate.
Yeah.
And I'm
And
wondering,
Kate was
Kate
the
was short to
short.
begin
Kate was
with, so that's nepotism really at its best.
Yeah, that's a lot of doors opening for that one.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
interesting.
Well,
Hopefully
up
she doesn't
next-
follow all the same things her sister did.
I know, right?
Hopefully she'll learn some lessons from Kate. Well, I don't know though. All of those controversial things that Kate experienced, I think it just increased her popularity even more, unfortunately.
100%,
Yeah.
Probably.
So, all right. Up next, speaking of controversy, Playboy magazine has shown its faith in and support of controversial photographer Terry Richardson by having the photographer shoot a 100-page spread entitled California Dreamin'. The issue is due out in early 2015. When asked to confirm the shoot, Playboy said, yes, Terry has shot for the magazine many times over the years and has been a great partner. And Terry, is, those of you guys listening, has had a lot of controversy surrounding some of his behavior on modeling shoots, going so far as to have sexual acts with some of the models,
Yeah.
and models have come out saying that they've been sexually assaulted by him, and his photos themselves are very sexual and very controversial. But he shot Rihanna, Lindsay Lohan, all of the big stars.
And what better way to reward him than to give him a
know,
100-page shoot for Playboy?
And he probably got paid a lot of money for that too.
And it's news for them
Yeah.
to keep them in the news so people will buy it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And more girls can be molested.
Yeah.
Exactly, because that's what's going to happen.
Yep. He's so
He's going to be like, hold on, let me separate your leg. Gross.
Yeah.
Just gross.
I think he's
Just gross.
It's really gross. All right, so we've got up next Gwen Stefani's GX by Gwen Stefani is about to be launched on a larger scale. Created in partnership with Titan, the shoe line is a lower price alternative to the artist's LAMB line and retails for about $100. Previously only available on Shoe Dazzle, the brand will roll out into Nordstroms as well as other department stores and independent boutiques, according to Women's World Daily.
Thank God. Because
I
her
appreciate it.
her lamb stuff is
I
fabulous,
love
but
her
it's
lamb stuff.
so expensive.
but I
know.
love it so much.
Her
Yeah.
lamb stuff you can actually find on some of those
Some
retail.
I know, it was
a
just
lot of times.
Lamb shoes was on ideally.com this
Yeah.
week.
I love Ideally.
$49 sandals. I got
Really?
it.
$49?
yeah.
Oh my God.
But the key to that is you have to like log on
I
like
know.
the day it starts.
Because of people like you that are on there.
On there all the time.
I get
and
alerts.
I always get at the ends, and I'm
I
like,
get at
it's
the end,
closed
too.
and sold out, and I'm like,
You have to
too.
get it right at the beginning for like people like her.
I know.
Right at the beginning.
Well, actually, another good spot is and I saw you had it on the list, Last Call by Neiman Marcus.
Oh.
Their outlets, that is actually my favorite place to shop, like
I
in a store.
love it.
The Last Call, you can find so many amazing things on sale, and then they have sales on top of sales. You get an additional 30% off.
yes, when I
and
see that additional 40%
Oh
sign
my
off of what's
God.
already been marked down.
I think I need to make a trip to the outlets this weekend.
Camarillo, if you guys are in Southern California, Camarillo, Ontario Mills, and
Oh,
Palm Springs.
man.
I know where they're
There's
all
also
located.
a Last Call, and the Saks office is at Orange.
Oh, Orange,
On
that's
Block
right.
Orange.
Oh,
Yes.
that's even closer, isn't
and
it?
that's
Yeah.
real close. That's down the street from my
Yeah.
house.
Oh, is it?
Fairly. Well, down the freeway, but yeah.
Oh.
See, I don't have one that close, but I go to the Ontario one every now and then, and it's, oh my God.
Yeah.
Best place for shopping. Best place.
Love
And they have a
it.
fantastic website for those of you listening who might not necessarily be near a Last Call, lastcall.com. Sign up for their email newsletters, letters, and you will get notifications of all their sales, and you can buy Gwen Stefani's shoes there and purses. Okay, up next, we've got a pic here of Whitney Houston's new biopic. So filming had started for the Angela Bassett-directed Whitney Houston biopic, and a picture of the lead actress Yaya DeCosta as Whitney circa her 1987 album has emerged. It's a pretty good shot.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Very close, yeah.
If you remember, Yaya DeCosta was one of the contestants of America's Next Top Model a couple years ago.
Yep.
So
And I don't know if you guys heard, but for the music, because at first
Yes.
everybody thought that it was going to
gonna
just
be
be her
her
lip syncing
lip-syncing.
to
Yeah.
Whitney's songs. Well, it's not.
No,
Deborah
Deborah
Cox
Cox
is
is
going to be
recording.
singing Whitney
Oh,
Houston
really?
songs.
Some people were upset about that,
Yeah.
actually, but I'm actually appreciating it a little bit because it's kind of hard. Like, you don't always want the music to be redone.
Right.
But I would think, vocally at least, Deborah Cox lined up really well with Whitney. For those of y'all that don't remember, Same Script, Different Past was a very great song that they did together, and she can hold her own with Whitney's voice. So it's nice to not, because I feel like Whitney is so vocally iconic that nobody
She
wants to see
is.
her pretending to sing Whitney.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, I guess this is my question, though. This is what I don't understand. It's one thing if this girl here, Yaya, actually had that voice and could actually
Sing.
it herself. But I don't understand. Okay, so if she's not going to sing Whitney, she's still lip syncing somebody else. Why not just lip sync Whitney?
Because it's an insult.
It's an
to
insult. Why?
Whitney. Just because of who Whitney was, man.
You think it's
Yeah.
an insult?
Yeah.
I kind of like it the Deborah Cox way
You
too,
like
because
it?
it's almost like paying tribute, you know, and it's not, you know.
Not like a caricature in a way.
Yeah, I mean, so I kind of, but there's a lot of people that are just, you know, up in arms about it, and who knows if the Houston family's even letting
them
Yeah,
use
nobody's
the
happy
music,
about it, yeah.
you know, that could be part
Well,
of it too.
Whitney didn't really own very much of her music.
That's right, she didn't.
So, because she pretty much I think she only wrote one
Couple
song
songs.
of all of her stuff. I'm pretty sure she only wrote Queen of the Night from the Bodyguard
Yep,
soundtrack.
you're right.
So she probably I doubt they have any rights really to the music to
even
begin
say
with. To
anything.
be like, I know they're not thrilled about the picture mostly being on, because it's on Lifetime. But yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with the Aaliyah biopic.
Which the
Yeah.
breaking news today was that Wendy Williams Productions has taken over the Aaliyah
I
biopic.
hadn't heard that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you would have some inside information on
I
that.
found out yesterday, and it aired on her 50th birthday show today. She announced that they're taking it over, and Zendaya's not in it. There's
Yeah,
some
she got
other
pulled
chick
out.
Oh,
that I
really?
don't know. Yeah.
But it's kind of the same deal, because I think both families were like, their story should be in the movie theaters,
Yeah.
and they were poo-pooing the fact that it's going on television. To me, television is a much broader
Yeah, television
arena.
is a
you know?
new. I mean, most of those biopics don't end up in like a movie.
No.
Yeah,
Most of them end up
exactly.
on TV.
Exactly.
I mean, when was the last like real biopic of something like this that was on like an actual movie? I can't even think of one other than
either.
somebody like like Howard Hughes. I mean,
Well, yeah, you're talking about Muhammad Ali
Exactly.
and stuff like that,
I'm talking
bigger
about, like,
people.
like an
Yeah.
actress. I mean, granted, Whitney's huge, but still, like, I can't imagine Aaliyah
I
being
think,
a movie.
Aaliyah was. I don't get why they think
Yeah.
it should be
Yeah.
on the screen, but I feel like something like Whitney, if it were to go to the big screen, it wouldn't. It's too current for
Yeah,
it to
it
be
is.
on the big screen. Like maybe in like 15, 20 years, people are looking back, and then it's becoming a bigger story at that point. But sort of like, I mean, the James Brown biopic is out like next weekend, I believe.
Right.
But he was at a different, that was a different space. It was a different era, sort of, when his fame took over. So it gives it another element because it has the history behind it. Right now, we don't quite have history.
Yeah.
She's still too present
It's
day.
too fresh.
Yeah,
Right.
for
Yeah.
it to be.
Yeah.
No history, but everyone still wants to hear that story. You know,
Yeah.
like what is the story behind it?
Which is why the Lifetime movie works right
Yeah.
now, at least for me.
I think
How do you
so.
feel about it?
All right, so last but not least, Eileen Ford, founder of Ford Modeling Agency, died last week. Ford was behind the careers of Candice Bergen, Lauren Hutton, and Jane Fonda, among many others. In addition to the agency, Eileen wrote books about beauty and fashion, including Eileen Ford's A More Beautiful You in 21 Days.
Wow,
Yeah.
she's definitely an icon.
for sure.
Yes.
Icon in the business.
History in the making.
All right.
Okay, it's time for our favorite portion of the show.
Hot mess.
Hot mess.
Hot mess. All right, guys. So there's
Nice, Diona.
it's called the Fashion
Our poor
411 opera.
They're like, oh my God. Please stop.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's some fashion going on and some non-fashion going on this week, and so we're going to talk about it a little bit. First up, we had Joan Smalls, who's still hanging out in Paris. She was at the Vogue Paris Foundation party, and she wore this Givenchy snake print top and sheer pleated skirt. So obviously we're still on this wear your panties with a see-through
Yeah,
skirt
that's
trend.
not going away.
It's not gone, and I just don't get it. But it's a brief, slight panty thing, and then it's there's pleats on the skirt, so it was an interesting twist on it. Do you feel it? Do you love it?
I
Do
like the
you
top.
hate it?
I think the top is cool. I'm not feeling the skirt. I'm just like over it. I'm over this
Yeah.
look. It's like do something new. The top is actually really interesting and cool. I don't like this skirt. I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Just I'm kind of over this whole look. The top is interesting. I don't know, kind of looks. What is it? Python or something?
Yeah, it is
It's
Python
animal?
print.
Yeah, yeah. I like
is
the bottom. And
I don't
moving on.
understand. Can we just get like a really beautiful skirt?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
to set off a simple skirt, but a beautiful skirt. And then I wouldn't just be looking at the fact that she's wearing briefs.
Yeah.
That's what I look at when I see that outfit.
Yeah.
And
me
the
too.
most interesting thing about the outfit is not that she's wearing briefs, is
Yeah.
that there's a beautiful python print on her chest. Sorry, I think that's a mess. Moving on, we have Keri Hilson on the red carpet. She's been hanging out in LA for the ESPYs activities, and she was with her big old boyfriend, Sergey Baca, and they were at the ESPN Body Issue pre-party because Sergey's naked on the front of that ESPN Body magazine cover. And he looks very nice. But he is butt naked, like real butt naked, like all the way butt naked. And anyway, he was with Keri, and Keri was wearing this Valentino separates for the red carpet appearance. And it's a camouflage print sweater and silk pants. So it was camo on camo and some nice gold pumps.
And
that
that's
she was rocking.
Valentino?
And that's Valentino.
You know what? I like camo. I do. I have a pair of like cute little camo pants. I don't like it together as a camo suit.
See, I've never seen a camo suit like that.
I mean,
I actually like the pants. I think the pants.
oh,
would
I
have been
love
kinda
the
fun.
pants,
Yeah.
but just like one or the other, and like you
Yeah.
know, it would have been cool to see her like maybe with the fitted jacket and just a top, you know, or
like
she
a
did
sexy
something.
white tank with a jacket, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but-
like the pants.
But
not-
the fact that it's two different textures first of all, and then it's just a suit. It's a camouflage suit.
camouflage
Come on.
tuxedo.
See, when I first saw it, I was like, what the fudge is she wearing?
Yeah.
But then I looked at it and I was kind of like, I kind of like it. I don't like it because of where she is. So I feel like if she was going to be here on this red carpet, that she should have had the silk pants with like a cuter top or like a
Yeah.
nice, interesting like jacket or something cooler. But if I saw this on the street with some different shoes maybe,
I can't.
I could be sporty. I would feel the sportiness of it, and I would actually be okay with it. So it's not that I hate the outfit, I just hate it where it is.
I think it would look like a homeless person, to be honest, if it sat on the street.
If I saw a homeless person and they asked me for money wearing that, I would slap them.
Sorry.
And be like, you obviously don't need anything.
You need to give me money.
I don't think she looked homeless in that, but I mean, it didn't bother me as much as I did initially because I was like, whoa, that's a whole lot of camo.
It's too much in one outfit. I like one or the other, and you do something solid, either way.
I like the pants.
But the pants are great. I do like
nice
the pants.
try. Nice try, Keri. Next up, we had Ashanti, who has been around a little bit after the BET Awards, and now she's in New York at the Laundry Room doing something with somebody for a party. And she was wearing, let's see, she had on...
She's all blonde these days.
Yeah, she's
too.
super blonde, and she's like lengthened her bob right now. But she was at a birthday party, and this was just, I couldn't find the name, but it's a very, very low plunging white neckline gown with a high slit. And the reason I pulled this is because this is like the exact same outfit she wore for the BET Awards.
It
except the
is,
slit was on the
right?
front, and I'm just like, how do you feel?
I was just gonna say that it looks really similar.
It's the exact same outfit.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
the
it was a
same
Michael
dress.
Costello gown at the BET Awards. I don't assume that this is Michael Costello, but it kind of looks like his aesthetic, so it might be. But yeah,
I feel like this whole look is like wearing her. I just don't feel that it's her. It's not. She's not really owning it, and it just seems fake. The whole thing to me, the hair, the dress just seems, I don't know, like thrown together. Not thrown together. It's just there's just nothing special about it, and it doesn't. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just don't like it.
I wouldn't say it's a hot mess. I just think it's boring. I just, you know what I mean?
But the dress coupled with the hair just looks like it's in a way just cheap and fake.
I was gonna say it looks like she's trying way too hard. Like, okay, I'm gonna show you
just
all of my
boring.
underboob,
Yeah.
my whole thigh. I got
I'm
this super white
blonde.
blonde hair. The rumor is that maybe she had a nose job and that's why she went blonde.
Oh.
She just doesn't even look
That's the
like
trick.
herself.
She looks like somebody else. Like
She
it doesn't
does.
look like her.
She's saying this whole look looks like it's wearing her. It doesn't look like her. She could be like a housewife of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Like,
She
not
actually
Ashanti.
looks like
Exactly.
a
That's a good
cross
point.
between. She looks like a cross between Tamar Braxton and Mariah Carey right now.
I
To
actually
me,
thought it was Mariah Carey when you first pulled it up.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I would buy that. Well,
Yeah.
maybe she's trying
She's
to.
got some Mariah Carey for sure. I thought that's who that was at first.
Maybe she's got an album coming out, so she thinks her boobs will sell it. Next up,
sorry, Ashanti.
somebody that I've loved and thought is so beautiful and haven't seen quite as much on the red carpet is Miss Freida Pinto.
Oh, yeah, she's so
and
pretty.
she was in Italy for a film festival, and she's at a black tie event, but it was on the beach, and she chose this white Mario Straub gown that is blue embroidery with an underlayer and a sheer yoke.
Is that necklace or is that connected to
That
the
is,
sheer?
from what I understand, I think that's a part of the dress.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I think.
Interesting.
She's so beautiful.
Yes.
She's so pretty. You know, I like it. I'm not crazy about the just straight tube on there at first. If that was a separate
It looks like
necklace-
it's mesh though.
Yeah, so
Right?
it's
Yeah.
mesh. Because if it was a necklace, I'm like, oh, I don't like that mesh thing. But I kind of get it because
Yeah.
it's connecting the necklace there. I like the bottom. There's just something with that tube part that just almost looks
In
too
the middle.
too straight, too flat. Yeah.
The dress doesn't fit her.
I was just gonna say that it just doesn't like, especially the middle. It just seems
Yes.
like it's too big on her.
It's too big. It's not
Doesn't
tailored
fit.
at all in the middle. If somehow that was like cinched a little bit in her waist and it was almost corseted a little bit to like
Yeah.
really fit her waist and then it was straight down, then I would have been all over it. But I love the idea of it because I thought the embroidery through the slits at the bottom is
Yeah, it's
really
pretty.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
like the
call
color.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
color is gorgeous, and it's, you know, in Italy on a beach, like I think it was really suitable. My only real issue, that you can't see that well in this picture, you can only get the tip of. She's wearing some very like platformy 1996 strappy sandals with
1996.
I'm pretty sure she has some tights on, y'all. I'm pretty sure
Tights?
she was wearing some stockings because her feet look white, like, you know.
Oh.
So I was like, is that a trend coming back? I know the whole 90s like platform shoe is coming back and everybody's wearing it right now, but it was very strange to me.
Yeah.
Are you wearing it?
I'm
And
still-
that's the end of that. That was
All right.
it. We'll just-
Sorry, Freida. Hated it.
Diona said just no, boo. Last but not least, we have Beyonce, and she's been posting on Instagram a lot on the run tour and bringing on all these interesting outfits. But the interesting thing about this, she's wearing this like printed floral Adidas crop top that's not available yet, but apparently it is from Rita Ora's line working with Adidas.
Oh.
And these high slit side cut off denim mom shorts. So it's an interesting choice.
I love the t-shirt. I don't like those shorts. I'm sorry.
I like the shorts, actually.
I don't like 'em.
I like
just
'em.
feel like it makes everybody look like they have a broad, flat ass. Not that we can see her ass right now, but it's just I don't like them. But I love the Adidas top. I think it's cute.
I think it's cute. I think she's just hanging out. She looks young, fresh. I don't know. I like it.
I think she looks hot because I always think she looks hot. And we're going to close it out because we got to close it up with some Style Watch this week. And there was a Fashion Week in Bermuda, apparently. And there's some really interesting up-and-coming designers. And there's one designer by the name of Alshante Foggo. And this designer, I mean, I don't even go to her Instagram. That's all I have to say. At Designs by Alshante. And she does bathing suits. She does all kinds of ready-to-wear. And it's hand-painted stuff.
That's hand painted?
And how much does that cost?
Wow.
It's all custom. So you have
Whoa.
to contact her, apparently. A lot of it's custom.
Oh my God.
Because, I mean, it doesn't seem like her, like, setup for web and stuff is as clear as it should be. It's more like, email me and we'll talk kind of thing. But it was beautiful. Like, I was like,
It's gorgeous, but how long does it take to make one piece?
oh, no, girl. I just thought,
And it's
oh, my
probably
God,
thousands
it's
of dollars.
gorgeous. It's beautiful.
This swimsuit, I love it.
I love it to death. Like,
Wow.
wish I had it.
That
Loved
bottom
it.
is really cool.
So check her out at Designs by Ashanti on Instagram and holler at a girl because maybe she'll make something. for
Wow.
you.
Nice.
She has lots.
She
It was
is one to
beautiful.
watch. Love it. All right, guys. Well, that's Fashion 411 for your Friday, July 18th. Can you guys believe it's like
Over.
almost over? I mean,
almost-
guess what, you guys? We're going to be talking fall
Back to
fashion,
school fashion.
back to school
Yeah.
next week because it's time. It might be hot outside, but the stores,
They got the
time for
pre-fall
fall.
magazines
Yeah.
out and
pre-fall.
whatnot.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Where can we find everyone?
All right, guys, I'm your host, Erika Vieira. I actually have a new website. You can check it out at
Ooh.
beautyandtheblogtv.com.
Awesome.
Nice.
I don't have a new website, but you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Stuart Starlet.
You guys can help me find a wedding dress. How about that?
know.
Send me
Send
your
me
pics.
options.
Send me options. But you guys can find me at on Twitter and on Instagram at It's Me, Diona V. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Don't forget to download the show for free on iTunes and rate us. Make some comments. We love to hear from you. Thanks. See you next week.
Bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.